In this video, we're talking about what's on my brand new iPhone 17 Pro Max. So we're going to talk about aesthetic, iOS 26, how to do special widgets. We have some fun ones in there too. And stay tuned till the end because I give my favorite productivity hack that it's so small, but it literally saves me hours of wasting my time. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so before we talk about what's on my phone, let's talk about what's on my phone on the outside. But anyway, let's talk about cases. So this is one of my favorite cases. I got it from Berga. It's super cute. I love it. I feel like it goes with the whole silver vibes. So yes, love this one. Let me show you my other ones. So I have this blue one and honestly, I really liked it. And then my sister pointed something out and then I was like, oh, actually, now I can't unsee it. But yeah, also have it in this color and sky blue, so pretty. But if it like focuses, you can see like there's some brown in it. And y'all, I can't remember for the life of me if it came like this or if I already messed it up. And then we have this case. Super pretty, all from Berga. They had a deal like buy two, get two free. So I gave one to a friend. But yeah, all super cute. And I really like these cases. Okay, so now let's go to the lock screen, and this is the lock screen that I have. If you've never used a lock screen of a picture of yourself, I used to see that and be like, what are they doing? Y'all, it can motivate you if you choose like a really good aspirational day. So yeah, that's what I have here. So then when you hold down, you can customize different things like the time, you can change like the height of it. So I think it looks really good long. And there's different things too, like I have live photos off. You can make it like spatial, but for this one, I don't have it as spatial. And then I also have a widget down here. So this is from the I Am app. And it just has like different aspirational quotes and they change it like throughout the day. So I really like that. So this one is I let go of fear and embrace love. I love it so much. I feel like things can be super negative or there's always companies sending you notifications trying to sell you things and all that. So I just love having like positivity. And this one I have the free version of it and I really like it so far. So yeah. Then there's also flashlight. You can change the height of it, which is really cool. And then the photo app to just go straight into photos. Oh, yes. Hey. Okay, let's get out of there. Okay, now let's actually get into the app. And the first thing I want to talk about is actually the background. So I have this brownish pink color. And the way I was able to do that is if you hold it down and you click edit, and then you click edit wallpaper. And after that, you can actually go to color. And if you click on this over here, like the actual color that's in like that top left-hand corner, you can actually add the hex color that you like. So what you can do is I googled like pinkish, brownish hex color, and there were so many different options, and you can just like type it in there. So yeah, I went through so many different colors, but I like this color the most. Brownish, pink, it's a vibe. So yeah, that's one thing. And then something else that I have about my setup done, if you hold it down again and you go to customize, is I have it on like dark. I think it looks really good when everything's dark. There's also like, the default that they have. Let's go to a different page so you can like actually see the difference. So if I go over here, edit, customize, yeah, you can see I have it on dark. There's default, there's other. It looks so good when it's tinted, like it looks really uniform. But y'all, I need to see the different colors to know what apps I'm looking at. So yeah, I don't use clear or tinted, but that looks so great. But y'all, I had to choose practicality. So I have it in dark. I think dark's a little bit better than default to make everything like, look cohesive. And then I also don't have like the names under apps, as you can see. Like if I go back, or I could show you here, like if I click that in the right hand corner, like the small box, big box, you see now it says iScreen, Widgetsmith, Photos, like it has all the names under. I don't need that. It looks good kind of right now, but I turned that off to make the apps a little bit bigger. So yeah, you can play around with that. Okay, but let's go back here. Okay, yeah, so in the top left-hand corner, I have iScreen. I really like that. I really like that calendar app. So with this whole page, this is a page that is usually up when I'm like studying or working. It's really productive and practical. So like, for example, the calendar to know the date, that's something that comes up, all the time. And then I love the batteries app that's to the right of it, just because I need to know when to charge like my Apple Watch to make sure it doesn't die and things like that. And then another app, so I don't pay for iScreen, I'm using the free version of it, but then this Water Llama app, they have a free version that I used for a long time, but then I was really enjoying this app. I've had this for a little while, so I was like, let me just upgrade. And I love it to keep track of like my water levels. When I get super into things, I tend to just like I just malfunctioned, just like work and not stop. And then it's like 3 hours later, I'm like, why do I have a headache? I didn't eat, all that stuff. So then I love this app so much. And then you can actually like, let me show you what it looks like when you're like really hydrated. So like you can keep adding, and it's not just like 8 ounces too. You can like go into this and add more. So I'll just add that. And then let's just add more for today. Isn't that so cute? So it like celebrates you for drinking water. Like it's the cutest thing ever. So yeah, and then it also like updates over here in the widget. So the way you add widgets too is you just hold it down, edit, and then you see that add widget button, and that's when it has all these different widgets that you can add. And it's Widgetsmith and iScreen are the ones that you're gonna see a lot for like the widgets that you customize. So yeah, I really like those. And then after that, I have another quote. So this is, I feel happier when I take care of my body. And that's actually perfect for this page as it has the water app and also has the activity tracker underneath. But yeah, I just like having this up. It just, seeing positivity and things like that. And I feel like there's so many different ways to be productive. Like you can be productive work wise, but then also, mind, body, spirit, and all that stuff. So that's why I really like to, also take care of my health and, things like that. So that's why I really like the activity tracker underneath as well. So it's just little things like my stand goal. I might see that and be like, okay, let me just like walk around a little bit and take like a, just a 2-minute walk around my apartment or something like that. But yeah, I love these over here. And then that's also my step count for the day. So we're at 5,000. My goal is 10,000. So, we got a little ways to go. And then I also have this clock widget as well to know different times that are like, important to me. So San Francisco, I'm in the Bay Area, AA. So yes, I have that. But then also Dallas, shout out Measy. We would like say we're gonna meet, and I was just so bad. I know it's just 2 hours ahead of time, but I thought she was East Coast time for a while, and I would always say the wrong time. So yes, that is specifically for Measy. Shout out Measy. And yeah, then also New York. I have some friends in New York, so just having it there is helpful. And then London, I do Yoruba classes and my teacher lives in London. So I'm just always curious what time it is over there. So I just, have this to be mindful like when I'm messaging her. But yeah, this is my second favorite screen. Very practical, everything I use. Okay, so that's the first page. Let's get into the second page. And yeah, I love this page as well. So I have another calendar that's up there. That's also iScreen. And I love this because this is actually a widget stack. So I can actually like go through different like calendars and stuff. So the first one's from iScreen. The second one is the I Am app. Difficult situations create resilient people. I know that's right. And then I also have my Google Calendar app over here. So walking sky, cleaning, that's all the things coming up. I need to update that calendar. That's actually why it's last. And so but once it's updated, it'll probably be the one that's at the top. So yeah, I love this. And then the way you create this like widget stack is you just like hold down and then you can edit stack. And when you have two that are the same shape, you can basically just put them on top of each other. So you could just do something like that. So then done, love that. A lot of people have photos and things like that, and iScreen and Widgetsmith have different options if you do want to add photos. So that's one thing. And then underneath I have Widgetsmith. I love this one so much. Be proud of yourself, you're doing great. You're probably like, why does this girl need all this motivation? But I just love having it so much. Then I have the Notes app, so I just have subscribe if you're enjoying this video. So subscribe if you're enjoying this video. But I usually just have random notes for the day. It's usually a to-do list as I'm going through the fridge and be like, oh, I have no more milk. So I put milk there. So yeah, I love quick notes just for those quick ideas. And I have a specific one that's just for my home screen so that I'm not having some, other notes over here. So yeah, and then I have all these apps. You see the dark aesthetic. Let's open the camera one. Yeah, so if we go to video, we have, yes, oh yeah, dual capture. Yeah, so dual capture is something I film in 4K, 30 frames per second. See, dual capture is so interesting. It's like you need to make both sides look good. I'm just like, how do I do that? And then there's also 8x zoom. Ooh, y'all, we up close and personal. 4 to 1.5. Ooh, my desk is messy. 1. But yeah, let's turn off dual capture. Yeah, and then I also like the side app too. That's also where you can lightly press it. And then over there you can like adjust it. Y'all don't judge me for it being messy. So yeah, love that. And then you can actually take or have it start recording too when you, so if you hold down on it, now it's recording, recording. And then when you let go, it stops recording. So yeah, that's super cool. So yeah, these are the apps that I use the most. Photos, camera, I love me some YouTube. Uh, and then also the clock app for setting timers, anything related to calling, FaceTimes. And then also I'm a Spotify girl. I love me a podcast, so always have that up. Also love music. And then also maps for getting around. So yeah, that's this page. And now let's just go to my favorite page and also the bottom, very typical phone calls, messaging, email, Chrome, you know what it is. Okay, y'all, now let's go to my favorite screen, which is the last one. Y'all, look at my fishies. Aren't my fishies like the cutest thing? Like, we got crabs over there, we got Finding Nemo. What should we name the octopus? Give me octopus name options in the comments below. But yeah, I love just looking at this. It's cute, it's fun, it's aesthetic. Is this a widget stack? Let's see. Oh, yeah, y'all. My cat is so sad. It's so this is the problem, right? When I go to open this app, look at these like it's so many ads. And then if I want to like give my cat food, you have to watch an ad and the ads are long or you have to upgrade to premium. This is really sad, y'all. Let's hold this down. Let's edit stack. I'm so sorry. Oh man, I hope I didn't ruin the vibes. But yeah, the fishies. But yeah, iScreen, I'm using the free version right now. So I think if you pay for it, you can like feed your kitty and play with it and not watch ads. But yeah, I love my fishies. And then also I'm always calculating stuff calculator. Lyft, I just kind of like that pink app. I'm like, so I have that on there, but I do use Lyft. And then App Store, Gemini. So I have Gemini and ChatGPT when I have those like random questions throughout the day. If I can just Google it, I Google it. But, sometimes it's like a kind of different question. So I have those on here. And then, of course, my I am. Only I decide how I want to spend my time. And I want to spend my time making a video. So, yeah. Okay, y'all. Now let's talk about that number one productivity hack that I mentioned in the beginning. So I don't know if you noticed it while I was going, but I have no social media anywhere on my home pages. So the reason why I did that is because sometimes I'm just a little bit bored. I open up something like TikTok. Now it's 30 minutes later when it didn't need to be like this. So now when I'm just a little bit bored, I look at my fishies. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just think not having it, and you can still access them. You just have to go the steps of like searching. Then after that, app library, you got to type it out, click. It's just more steps. And usually by then I'm like over it. You know what I mean? Instead of when it's just so easier to access. So I know it sounds so small. Try it for a week and let me know if it does make a difference and if your social media time goes lower. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, you will like this video. There's been a lot of talk about the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and it is a great phone. However, there were some design choices that I didn't really like, and there's a feature in the camera app that I thought I would use more, but I don't really use it. So let's talk about it. iPhone 17 Pro Max. The good, the bad, and the overhyped.